Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to Overwatch Central. So we've made some map guides in the past in an attempt to cover attacking and defending on payloads and capture points and control stuff like that. Whilst those went over a lot of specifics and into detail on those specific maps, they were a bit long-winded and frankly a lot of these concepts kind of translate over all of the maps. So in this video we'll be going over the essential tips for attacking and defending, as it's been heavily requested on Twitter and of course in the YouTube comments. If there's any other things that you want us to go over, then do let us know on Twitter, which is @OWCentral, and also in the YouTube comments below, and we may do a video on it. This video will not go over every single map, but rather help you grasp the concept of why a certain type of attack and defense are so successful.
Let's start this off with the big one, the high ground. This is pretty much what attacking and defending is all based around. To quickly demonstrate why the high ground is so important, I quickly jumped into a custom game and recorded this. This is very self-explanatory really, but if you're standing on a high ground and looking down on the enemy on a low ground, you'll notice how much harder the person on the high ground is to hit, and how extremely exposed the person on the low ground is. This is why you always want to defend using high ground defense first, as it gives you an advantage straight off the bat. Sure, sometimes you have to jump down and deal with something, but high ground defense is key to successful defending. This is of course just the very basics though, and I'm sure this isn't new to all of you, but maybe this will help some of you anyway and just make something click, you know? Anyway, moving on, this is also the reason as to why mobility is so incredibly important in Overwatch. The attacking team have to have the right abilities to quickly approach, contest, and break down the defending team. So next time you come out of the attacking spawn of a payload map, remember that it is often worth approaching and engaging the enemy team, wiping them out, and then moving the payload, rather than getting on the payload first and trying to push it through this low ground as you're constantly taking damage from above.
Right, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about what makes a successful attack or defense. Since we're already on the topic of high grounds, let's finish with that. When you take a high ground from the enemy, you don't only take away their advantage, but you gain that advantage for yourself. Take this point on Gibraltar for example, where going around and taking the high ground will mean that all of a sudden the defending team are in the position that you were in at the start of the map. This is of course the flankers' jobs, as the tanks push up the middle section with the rest of the attacking team. That's all we want to go over with high grounds and low grounds for now, so let's move on. Next up on the list is the basics of a successful defense. The first thing you want to make sure and communicate is a place to set up. Decide on the spot that you want to keep to and always work from that part of the map. Set up there, and when the enemy come in you deal with them accordingly and then reset back to that first position. If you need help with what these roles should be doing specifically in these situations, then do check out the roles and responsibilities video by clicking the annotation on screen. Anyway, a good tip for this process is always having somebody shout reset whenever you've successfully defended, so everybody knows to reset back to the initial spot that they were in.
To finish off, I want to talk a bit more about a few different ways to initiate or even plan an attack. The reason as to why we're talking more about attacking and not defending is because defensive play is almost always reactive. Sure, you can set up strategies and synergies between different heroes and certain parts of the map, but the attacking team are the ones that have to act first, and then the defending team have to react to that. Right, with that out of the way, first off, I want to mention diving. This is essentially when an attacking team just rush straight at the enemy team altogether using Lucia's speed boost and other mobility. If you do this fast enough, the defending team will have a harder time reacting to it since you're so fast, and you're basically right up in their face instantly. Zenyatta's Disco Orb used to help this tactic a lot, as it meant you have an easier time getting a Pickoff before the enemy did. Diving isn't used as much competitively anymore due to the Disco Orb nerf and various other nerfs, but can still be effective in relatively uncoordinated public matches. Next up is to base an attack around a Pickoff. You essentially look for a Pickoff kill by the choke point, or you have a defending player overextend and then you punish them for that overextension, or you have one of the attacking flankers pick off a defending support. There are many ways of doing this in particular, but basically you want to look for a Pickoff, focus that person down, get that kill, and then go. So right after the Pickoff is when you go, often focusing on specific heroes and prioritizing certain kills after that. Anyway, I think that's well enough info for this video. Hopefully it'll help you people out when attacking and defending. If you want more map specific tips, then I definitely recommend checking out Stylosa's videos on this, as he's made 2 videos lately that go over attacking and defending, so make sure to check that out by clicking the link on screen right now and let him know we sent you.
And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As we said at the start of the video, if there's any tips or tricks that you want us to talk about in a future video, then do let us know in the comments below, and do tweet them at us, which is OWCentral if you haven't followed it already. Subscribe for more Overwatch content, and until next time, take care. We'll see you then.